Very good morning, students, and Jai Hind. I'm Adesh with my subject accountancy. Chapter and topic accounting procedure, rules of debit and credit. We complete the theory concept of this chapter and some illustrations also we solved related to the rules of debit and credit. Today we will solve the numerical problem related to the rules of debit and credit. Related to the modern classifications of account, related to the traditional classifications of account, and the T shape of account, how we will prepare if we face the numerical problem. So then what the transaction we will pass. Okay students, so I have one problem related to the rules of debit and credit. So first one, the question is classify the following into assets, liabilities, capital, expenses and revenue. So according to this, if we're talking, it is a modern classification of account. Modern classification of account is divided into five parts, that is assets, liabilities, capital, expenses and revenue. But traditional classification is consider three parts: nominal, real and personal. These three accounts is comes under the traditional classifications of account. Students, so according to these accounts, we have to classify which account will comes under which of the head. Which one of the account is assets, which one of is a liability, which one of is capital, which one of is expenses and revenue. Okay, so if we have to solve this type of problem, so we should write at the top all these things, that is assets, liabilities, capital, expenses and revenue. Here the sum head under which we will record all these accounts which are given in the question. Okay, so first one is land. So lands comes under asset. So first part it is a land, so we can confirm कि land is a assets. Second, investment are also assets, so we will record under the assets, so investment. Okay, next one is building is also assets, so third part we will write under the assets, that is building. Next one is interest received. If we are receiving the interest, so it means it is an income, and incomes are comes under the revenue. It means fourth part comes under revenue, that is interest received. Okay, next one is salary is expenses, so it will comes under expenses. Next one is bank overdraft, that balance which is bank have to receive from the business, so it is a type of loan, and it is a type of loan, so it means this is the liability for the business. So sixth part, that is bank overdraft. Next one is Debtors are those customers from whom we have to receive money. So these will comes under assets, which is the amount receivable. So that will be the assets for the business. Debtors will assets. Next one is creditors. Creditors are liability. It is a payable amount. These are the supplier to whom we have to pay. Creditors. Okay. Next one is bad debts. Bad debts is that amount which we have to receive from debtor, but they did not pay. So it is a loss for the business, and it is, if it is a loss, so that will expenses. It will consider as expenses. So bad debts. Next, capital. Capital always comes under capital. Depreciation. Depreciation, it is the cost of consumption of assets. So this is the expenses, so it will record under the expenses also. So depreciation. Motor vehicle. Motor vehicle, it is assets for business. So any transport vehicle they use in their business, or for any car they are using for business purpose. So these motor vehicles or any transportation will comes under the assets of the business. So it is a motor vehicles. Next one is freight. Freight is that expenses which is paid for the transportation. So it is expenses. So it will come under the expenses, that is freight. नेक्स्ट वन इज़ वेजेस. ये वेजेस वर्कर्स को पेड की जाएगी, दैट इज़ एक्सपेंसेस. सो it is comes under the expenses. Next is goodwill. Goodwill is also a assets of the business. It is a reputation of a business, and it help to the business to increase the profit in future. Next one is a repair, and this repair is also a expenses for the business. It is clear, students? So this is the modern classifications of account, and in this question they ask only the modern classification. So now if they did not ask about the traditional classification, but after all we will solve the traditional classifications of account over here. So it is a modern classification of account. Now also we will solve according to traditional classification of accounts. So according to traditional classification of account, all accounts are divided into three categories. So these three categories are, first one is personal account, Second, real accounts. Next one is nominal accounts. So these are accounts according to these three classifications: personal accounts, real account, and nominal account. These are the three heads under which we have to classify these whole accounts once again. So first one is land. Land is assets, and assets comes under the real account. So we will write here that is a real account comes as a land. And next one is investments. Investments are also assets, and if it is assets, so then it will come under as a real account. So second, investments. Next one is building. Building is also assets for the business, and if it is assets, so then it will come under the real account. Next one is interest received. Interest received, it is an income, and income, expenses, losses, all are come under the nominal. So it means 4 point interest received it is comes under the nominal account. Next one is salary, expenses. Expenses also comes under the nominal account. So salary. Next one is bank overdraft. It is a bank overdraft, and bank overdraft, it is related with the bank, and if it is related to the bank, then this is the other organization name. So then it comes under the पर्सनल अकाउंट. जब भी किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का किसी पर्सन का नाम आएगा, then it will come under the personal account. Okay. Next one is debtors. It is assets, but debtors are a person as a customer. So debtors always a personal account. Next one is creditors. Creditors are also related to a person, so that's why it is also a personal account. Okay. Next one is bad debts. Bad debts, it is a loss. It is a loss for the business, and all loss, profit, income, and expenses comes under the nominal account. So that's why bad debts will comes under the nominal account. Next one is capital. Capital, it is related to a organization or by the owner. So here a person name or the business name will comes. That's why it is a personal account. Capital. Next one is depreciation. It is a cost of assets which is used in the business. So if it is cost, so it is expenses. Expenses will come under the nominal account. Depreciation. Next one is motor vehicle. Assets, real account. Freight, once again it is expenses, and if it is expenses, it is also comes under nominal account. Next, wages, it is expenses, so it also comes under the nominal account. Next one is goodwill. Goodwill is assets and it is the reputation of a business, and if it is assets, so then it is a real account. Okay, next one is repairs, expenses. So if it is expenses, it comes under the nominal accounts. Okay students, this is the classification according to the traditional classifications of accounts. So one questions are solved on the basis of both the classification, modern classification and the traditional classifications of account. So students, we have one more problem that is related to the T-shaped questions, where we have to prepare the format of account. So there we will learn which account will increase in debit side and which account we will increase in credit side. Okay, so students, let's see the problem and then we will solve that problem also. Yes, we have one more problem students. So this problem is a different type of problem. So we have to confirm in this problem which account will increase in which side. It will increase in debit side or increase in credit side. So this question is also asking about the accounts is increase in debit side or in credit side. So the question is, on which side will the increase in the following account. इस अकाउंट्स में कौन से अकाउंट्स में किस साइड में इंक्रीज होगा. अगर हम फर्नीचर की बात करते हैं तो फर्नीचर विल इंक्रीज इन डेबिट और क्रेडिट. So assets, it is assets, and assets always increase in debit side. And if we're talking about the Sohan, that is a creditor, so it is a creditor. So creditor means it comes under the liability, and if it is a liability, and liability always increase in credit side. So that type of thing we have to show in this question. Be recorded. Also state the nature of the account. These accounts are written over here. So these accounts and nature also we have to confirm. So the solution of the question we will do according to the first of that is name of accounts, name of account, then increase in which side, and then nature. Okay, in which side it will increase and in which side it will decrease. So only we have to record the increase side of all these accounts. So if I'm writing here first, this is the furniture account. So furniture account is a assets. Okay, so if it is assets, so then if we're talking about the nature, it is a assets, and if it is assets, so then it will increase in debit side. Have you clear now? हमें इस अकाउंट्स का नेचर बताना है, दैट इज एसेट्स, और एसेट्स किस साइड में इंक्रीज होंगे, वो डेबिट साइड में. नेक्स्ट सेकंड, मोहन. It is a proprietor. Mohan, it is a proprietor, and if it is a proprietor, so then the proprietor always introduce capital in the business. So that's why it is the nature is capital. Okay, and then capital always increase in credit side. Third, salary account. Salary account, it is expenses, and expenses increase in debit side. Next, fourth one, purchases. Purchases account, this is also expenses for the business. This is also expenses for the business because we are purchasing those goods in which we have to do the business. That is a stock for the business. So that's why it is expenses, and if it is expenses always debit side increase. Next one is sales account. Next one is sales account. Sales account is income, and it is revenue. It is a revenue for the business. It is a revenue. So revenue always increase in credit side. Okay. Next one, sixth, interest paid account. Interest paid account. Interest paid expenses. If it is expenses, it will increase in debit side. Next, Sohan, it is a creditor. And if it is creditor, so this is the liability of a business. And if it is liability, so then it will increase in credit side. And last, there is a Ram, who's debtor. Ram is a debtor, and debtor is a assets of the business. And if it is assets, so it will increase in debit side. Okay students, so this is the solution of the given problem. So we will classify according to the nature and in which side these accounts will increase or decrease. So students, one more problem we have. So due to that we will prepare a T-shaped format of a question. So then we will record and we will solve that problem also. Let's see the problem. Students, we have one more problem in which we have to solve the T-shaped question. So according to T-shaped question, which account will increase in debit and will decrease in which side? So according to increase and decrease, both the side we will have to prepare, and then we will solve the question according to the transaction related to that particular account. So open a T-shaped account for machinery and put the following transactions on the proper side. T-shaped account हमें प्रिपेयर करना है, T-shaped फॉर्मेट हमें प्रिपेयर करना है जो कि मशीन अकाउंट के लिए. एंड पुट द फॉलोइंग ट्रांजेक्शन्स ऑन द प्रॉपर साइड, और हमें उन ट्रांजेक्शन्स को प्रॉपर साइड में रिकॉर्ड करना. प्रॉपर साइड मीन्स इन डेबिट और इन क्रेडिट. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू मशीन अकाउंट, it is increase in debit side, decrease in credit side. I have already prepared. So now we have record according to the transaction is given in this question. So the transactions are, first one is machinery purchase rupees 40,000. If we purchasing the machine, so machine is coming inside the business, machine will come inside the business, और machine अगर हमारे business में आती है तो then the value of machine is increase, or increase, so it means debit side. To cash account, that is 40,000 rupees. Is it clear? मशीन हमारे पास परचेज हुई है, यहाँ पर कैश क्रेडिट कुछ नहीं कहा हुआ, सो इन दैट सिचुएशन वी टेक एज ए कैश. सो देन टू कैश अकाउंट, because machine is affected with the cash account, so that's why we record the to cash account, that is 40,000. next, machinery sold rupees 10,000. मशीन की वैल्यू डिक्रीज हो रही है, हम मशीन सेल कर रहे हैं, सो बाय कैश अकाउंट, because cash account is affected with the machinery, that is 10,000 rupees, and it will increase in credit side, that is decreased. Next one is machinery purchase rupees 8,000. Once again it is increased, so to cash account, so 8,000 rupees. In bracket we can write purchases, okay. By here we can confirm, yes, we have purchased the machinery, and here we can write the sales, okay. Next one is machinery discarded rupees 14,000. Discarded means it is destroyed and then it is sales in a scrap, and if it is sale in a scrap, so that's why the machine value is decreased, so by record as a cash account, it is discarded rupees 14,000. and next, depreciation on machine is rupees 1,000. if the depreciation is charged on machine, so the value of machine is decreased, so we record in credit side by depreciation account. Amount is 1,000 rupees. It is clear, students? Now we have to do the balancing, the balance of machine, in which side the balance will left. So if we totaling the both side of machine account, so then the total of this side it is 48,000, and in this side only 25,000. So 48,000 is more, so we write 48,000 in both the side. And then what is the balance is left after subtracting these three from 48,000, so the balance will left, that is by balance CD, the balance will left, it is total 25,000. 25,000 is subtracted from by 48, so then 23,000 will be the balance of this. It is a balancing figure. So student, three type of problem in this questions are, so all these three type of problem we solved. If in this chapter you feel you found any problem, you find any problem, so then you can ask, and this chapter you have to complete in your fair notebook. So up to the 6th chapter we have completed over here, and you have to complete the 6th chapter in your fair notebook up to now, okay. So thank you for today, students, and you prepare your notes related to this chapter, and last 5 chapter also you have to complete in your fair notebook. any of the single day your notebook can be checked. Okay, so that's why you have to prepare your fair notebook and keep update of your notebook also up to the syllabus which is we have covered. Okay students, thank you for today. Thank you.